Hello my beauties, I'm Victoria Moore, fashion blogger and stylist from Miami. Today we will have a very interesting topic, namely which things are considered to called outdated and on which modern things we can replace them. I will say right away, this video is not about trends or anti-trends. Outdated and relevant things are completely different concepts. Obsolete things differ from things outside the trend, in that they certainly will not return to fashion, at least in the next decade, and even if they do, they will change. That is why I recommend watching this video till the end, in order to know for the future on which models of clothing you need to pay attention before making any new purchases. And now let's get started. And so the first thing is short, neat, tailored blazer. I have already said more than once that the tendency of this decade is comfortable and spacious things that do not interfere with your movements, but rather make it easy in every way. It is for the reason that these blazers are considered to be outdated and certainly they will not return to fashion. And so which model can replace this non-modern short-knit blazer? Of course, this will be a model with a wider cut, with more pronounced shoulders, a more direct silhouette and remind the jacket from a man's shoulder. How to understand that the jacket quite spacious? If the space between the body and product itself allows you to put on another layer, then this is a correct modern jacket. A nice bonus to a slightly massive jacket. This is a great opportunity to adjust a shape of your figure. Against the background of spacious jacket, you will look even more fragile and small, that can visually adjust your figure if it's necessary needed. The main thing is to make sure that the length of the product itself does not end of the widest point of your body. Let the length be a little higher or lower of hips. Otherwise, you will get exact opposite effect. Ballet shoes. As for ballet shoes, there are 2 points. First moment, they do not suit anyone. If you are too small and thin, then in them you will look even more tiny. And if you have a few extra pounds, then because of the wrong proportion of the ballet shoes will only aggravate this moment. Since our eye is used to perceive everything in proportion and in comparison of the small ballet shoes, your body will look even larger than it actually is. Ballet shoes from the point of view of proportions goes only to very tall and thin girls, that is models. This is the first moment. And the second moment is that they are completely irrelevant and not modern. However, I know many girls who cannot imagine their wardrobe without this kind of shoes. That is why I want to share with you a modern version of low-soled shoes. What can we replace ballet shoes with? Perfect for this kind of purpose will be pumps without heels or loafers. Such pairs of shoes will always look more stylish. And as a pleasant bonus, they will not go out of fashion in the near future. Therefore, it is worthwhile to invest in shoes like that if it's necessary. Item number 3 is a low-rise skinny jeans. It is very important to understand that not all skinny jeans are considered to be outdated. For example, skinny jeans with a slightly shorter knit from the bottom, in combination with a spacious t-shirt, short or sweater, looks trendy. At the same time, too long skinny jeans at a low waist combined with a tight top can certainly not be called modern, and they are unlikely to return to fashion. At the same time, if you like skinny jeans themselves, I recommend to choose models of high or moderate fit and combining them with a looser cut top, in which case such jeans as an outfit itself will look stylish and modern. The most optimal length for such a model of jeans immediately above the ankle or immediately behind the ankle. In this case, your proportions will not be violated and you will not make visually your legs bigger. These kind of trousers, on the contrary, will look advantageous on your figure by visually stretching your legs and the whole silhouette in general, making your legs visually longer and slimmer due to correct length and proportions. The fourth item on this list is tight-fitting clothing, both at the top and bottom. Of course, some girls on the contrary believe that it's super sexy. In fact, such a combination looks just ridiculous, tasteless and outdated. But today, to create a modern look, you need to remember that somewhere either from above or from the below should always be a volume. If you choose, for example, those same skinny jeans from the previous point, then on top of them put on something more voluminous. It could be a voluminous jacket, cardigan or shirt. The most important thing is that on one place there is a volume. For example, if you choose a white pants, then you can wear a tight top in the form of corset or bodysuit. Or for example, choosing a loose cut sweater as a top, you can easily combine it with a tight mini skirt. The last fifth point is an elongated vest. It doesn't matter how well they visually stretch our silhouette, unfortunately they are not relevant at all. Therefore, I highly recommend that you replace such a vest on a modern alternative. I recommend to replace it on a very interesting and modern version, which is dress plus pants. In fact, this combination will play the same role as a previous long vest and visually make you taller and slimmer. But at the same time, you will still look modern and interesting. In fact, this option works very well in any wardrobe. You just have to start wearing it. And that's it. Thank you for your attention, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more videos like that. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and like on this video. I will really appreciate it. Bye everyone. See you.